If you'd like to learn how to lose weight when you have absolutely zero motivation to do so, watch this video. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to identify, okay, I have zero physical, mental, emotional motivation to lose weight or pretty much probably to do anything right now in life. And at least if you identify that, okay, I have no motivation, then we're not blaming it on the diet and we're not blaming it on the weather or anything else that's going on. There's something internal that's not right. And we have to accept that. And so step number one, identify, okay, no motivation, don't really know why or where it's coming from. It could be from a bunch of different things that are going on in my life, but identify it, I accept it, and I'm moving on to step number two. One of the only things that I've been able to successfully use in my life to get me out of a diet funk or really any type of a funk in life is first to understand that the area of food has three parts. There's an emotional, a psychological, and a biochemical part. And sometimes when the emotional and the psychological areas of our life in general, not just the area of food, are not doing so well, sometimes we can actually get a biochemical jumpstart that will trickle down and help the emotional and psychological start to come alive again. If you're tired of diets that force you to give up your favorite foods in order to lose weight, only to put all that weight back on once you quit that diet, then I invite you to try my completely free online program that will help you lose your first 10 to 15 pounds without giving up the foods that you love. So head on over to foodloveonline.com and get started with us today. No credit card is needed. This is a completely free online program. Even if you're incredibly busy or incredibly lazy and nothing else has worked for you in the past, this can work for you. In 3 short videos, I will take you by the hand and get you on the road to losing weight, and most importantly, happily keeping it off forever. So head over to foodloveonline.com and I'll see you over there. And so the thing that I do is that I go to my morning smoothie because it's got so many great nutrients in it. It's super yummy. Time and time again, when I feel emotionally and psychologically not okay, I don't feel like having anything that's good for me. I just want to have things that are bad for me, that taste bad, that maybe I don't usually have, but I can break that cycle right down the middle by relying on the biochemical and knowing that all the nutrients that are in my morning smoothie is going to give me a jump start. So sometimes even when I don't really feel like having it because I'm in such a funk, I'll have my morning smoothie and I'll naturally feel this lift. There's a biochemical lift where my cells are being fed and I feel better, and that naturally feeds my emotional and psychological body. So I start to feel a little bit better. And after I do that, I can move on to important step number 3. So step number 3 is I want to stack my small wins. So by having the morning smoothie and kind of jump starting my body, it's kind of like connecting those electrodes and kind of giving a jump start to everything again. Basically what I can do is I can be like, okay, well, what's the next meal I can have that maybe won't be so bad? And maybe I'll have a piece of fruit as a mid-morning snack or something, trying to bridge myself to better meals throughout the day. Now, I don't have high expectations, especially when I've been in a funk for a while. If I have my morning smoothie, that's gonna make me feel better. And then I'll have something better for that mid-morning snack, but I don't necessarily expect myself to have a this and that or something really nutrient dense for lunch yet. Sometimes you have to give yourself a break and you have to realize, okay, I've been in a big emotional, psychological, whatever kind of funk I've been in, and I'm gonna give myself time. Now, of course, if you feel like having a salad and a concentrate for lunchtime, go for it. You don't have to push it. If you feel like having junk food again at lunchtime, at least you started off your day the right way. And I'm telling you that junk food is not gonna taste the same as it has in those past days, because eating bad food sometimes refuels the bad mood that we have, and we kind of get in this vicious circle with that. So sometimes having what you feel like having at lunchtime after you've eaten better in the morning is the best thing you can do, because it's also going to recertify within yourself. You're going to say, you know what? Yeah, I don't really think I want that anymore. So maybe your mid-afternoon snack and your dinner's going to be a little bit better. That's usually what happens with me. I'll jumpstart myself with the morning smoothie, have a better mid-morning snack, and then that funk is too strong to completely put me on the right path right away. I'll have something not so good for lunch, but for some reason, allowing myself to have that puts me back on track in the afternoon where I'm like, no, I like the way that I felt in the morning. I'm not going to go back to eating the junk food that I was for all of those days. And so you can see eating like how I did for lunchtime was actually really, really important because it solidified the rest of the meals I was going to have for the rest of the day because I jump-started myself in the morning and I started feeling better. With all amazing things, there's always a VIP pass, like flying first class or getting those cut-the-line passes at an amusement park or gaining backstage access at a rock concert. So I wanted to offer you Food Love's VIP experience. We have two options that allow you to get your answers directly from me so I can hold your hand every step of the way and virtually guarantee your weight loss success. One option offers weekly support through a Q&A call, while the other option offers you direct access to me for a full 6 months through my WhatsApp number. Both options can help you shortcut your weight loss transformation tremendously. You can choose the one that makes the most sense for you by heading over to foodlovevip.com. Once again, that's foodlovevip.com. Back to the show. So the last and final step to really get yourself out of a funk and actually get some motivation in life, whether it's for diet or for exercise or for work or for your kids, relationships, whatever it is to accept I'm human. If I accept that I'm human, I know I'm naturally going to go through these ups and downs, whether it's in the area of food or finances or relationships or with my kids or with my job or coworkers or friends or family or anything. We are human. And being a human being means that nothing is ever going to happen in a straight line. We're never going to ascend straight up in any area of life. We're never going to lose weight in a straight line. We're going to lose some weight and then gain some back, lose some and gain some back. And that's just how life is. So these things are going to happen. Funks are going to happen and we have to accept them. So at the very end, I don't beat myself up, and this isn't about self-love and self-acceptance and loving yourself or anything like that at all. Just realizing I'm a human being, and so I have emotions, and there's going to be tough days and there's going to be easier days, and there's going to be times where I'm going to get into a funk in whatever area of life, and there are times when I'm going to feel like $1,000,000. And it's normal, but at least we're gaining valuable tools that if we're stuck in a funk, we know how to get out of it. So you might be in a funk in your relationship and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna have my morning smoothie because I know that biochemically, if I start to feel better, that's gonna trickle down to my emotional and my psychological bodies. And that's gonna allow me to deal with this situation in a more positive and balanced way. You'd be surprised, you can use biochemical triggers to help you in different areas of life. So in most of my videos and in Food Love, I talk about how emotional and psychological needs to be the base, and it is. We have to be happy with the foods that we're eating in order for any diet to work out in the short run or over the long term. But the biochemical can be a necessary kickstart to get us out of these funks, and we can use it in almost any single area of our lives. So I hope you enjoyed this different style of video, and here's the next one. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.